Night fam, today I want to react with you to one of the craziest billionaires to ever exist, who became the world's richest man within only 3 days. He also invested in Jack Ma $20 million purely based on the sparkle in his eyes, and this crazy billionaire also once threatened to set himself on fire if he didn't get a business deal. Why is he so risky? Most of us will play it safe in our lives until we die. And that's why today I challenge you to really watch this video. This is Japan's crazy billionaire, Masayoshi-san. Being an outsider was nothing new to Masayoshi, whose Korean family immigrated to Japan. He was bullied for this. His classmates would even throw rocks at him for being Korean. So you can only imagine how strongly he wanted to get out of this reality. As early as 16 years old, he took his first major risk to change his life. Talk to his idol.
I just want to see his face. For 3 minutes.
After 60 desperate phone calls to his idol's assistant, young Masayoshi finally got a rare chance to sit down with the founder of McDonald's Japan. He asked him straight in the face, "What business should I do?" And his idol answered, "Computers." Inspired by that golden moment, Masayoshi started getting even bolder. He risked comfort and flew to the US to learn whatever skills he needed. And when he reached college, he came up with a crazy challenge for himself: produce one business idea every single day.
So I set alarm clock 5 o'clock, 5 minutes. And take. In 5 minutes I said, "Come. Invention, come!"
Soon, this genius idea marathon led him to create a pocket translator, which then was sold for $1.7 million. Quite a good beginning to the career. And later on, Masayoshi again risked success in the US to fulfill his mother's wish. He returned to Japan and founded telecom company SoftBank. Being more impulsive, this crazy billionaire would find himself doing more and more crazy things. He bravely battled Japan's telephone service monopoly, invested in Yahoo in its early days, and gave $20 million to Jack Ma's then unknown Alibaba just because his eyes sparkled.
He had no business plan and zero revenue, but his eyes was very strong. That
very impulsive move is now known as one of the greatest investments ever made. And around that time, when computers and the internet were booming, Masayoshi became the world's richest man, surpassing Bill Gates. But, as I mentioned before, this crazy title only lasted for 3 days, because the infamous dot-com crash of 2000 quickly made him lose $70 billion. The most money ever lost by a single person. Now, if this happened to most of us, we would probably be traumatized for the rest of our lives and never take any risks again. But not for this crazy guy. Instead of being discouraged by the greatest loss in history, he continued taking bold risks to bounce back. He got the Steve Jobs to say yes to an iPhone deal. Even Jobs told him he was crazy. He convinced the Saudi crown prince to give him $45 billion within 45 minutes. And he set up the 100 billion Vision Fund for tech startups, the largest of its kind. And if you ask him now if he regrets taking all of these crazy risks, he will tell you,
"I would rather accept my stupidity and my ignorance, my bad decisions, so that I can learn from my mistake. I don't need to justify my mistake. I accept it."
Night fam, Taking risks is not easy. A lot of people struggle with that, but I can tell you it is realistically one of the only ways to truly grow. So whenever you feel stuck in a safe, boring comfort zone in your life, remember the great Masayoshi-san, who ultimately ended up in a better place because he always chose to be a little bit more risky.